Michelle said, so again, this is a little bit of a longer one. She said, I had to have surgery during the height of the pandemic. Clearly, it wasn't elective because hospitals were only allowing surgeries if they were absolutely necessary, which mine fell into that category. I took care of all of the paperwork, lesson plans, subplans, etc., for my medical leave. The day after my surgery, I received a nasty message from two different administrators basically accusing me of lying about taking leave for a surgery. I told them to double check with my department chair, the assistant principal in charge of my department, the secretary, and even the principal. I knew I had filed everything correctly because they had all approved it. They checked into it and said, oh, yeah, okay, you're not lying. Not an apology or anything for the accusation. And then during my leave, while I was recovering, some parents got upset that I hadn't updated the grade book. I received nasty emails, and even the principal was CC'd on them. The principal knew I was out for surgery and yet didn't do anything to defend me. Some of my classes were bullied and Zoom bombed while the sub was in charge, and I was blamed for it all, even though I was out for the surgery and had no idea any of this was going on. My decision to leave was pretty easy after that.
That sounds so familiar. That is every teacher's experience in some way or another, minus the surgery. You will get blamed for everything. This poor person has surgery. Oh my goodness, Michelle, I feel bad for you. And I'm happy for you at the same time because you realize the pieces of trash that you were working with and for. And they showed you their true colors. And it's a darn shame, but good for you. That's terrible. This is how they treat teachers. It's exactly how they treat them.
And I think
I've heard these stories before.
Her story really highlights too is how guilted we are or accused of taking when we need to take time off.
Good one, Kev.
Whether it's medical or not, even if we take one of our days off just for ourselves, we take a Friday off because we have the 10 days a year, we take one off. But my God, are we so guilted to not do that? And even when we're not there. Again, that was one of my last straws. That's why one of the reasons why I made this post in the first place. Because one of my last straws was that, where I took a day off. It was a Wednesday. And again, the second fire and a video from my classroom where kids were, getting in fights in my room were posted, and I was blamed for it. I'm like, I'm not there. So when Michelle said that, I'm like, oh my God, that's literally my story right there. Like I'm not there. How can you blame me for this? Yet it's all on us.